Hello students, in this video we will solve some of the questions of coordination compounds which are asked in competitive exams like JEE and NEET. Here we have the first question with us. Now they are asking out of 1, 2, 3, 4 which species is colorless, or I should say which pair of species are colorless. Now to solve this question we have to keep in our mind one important hint, and that is if there are electrons and if electrons are paired. Okay, if all electrons are paired, what is going to happen? There will be no DD transition. Okay, there will not be DD transition, and if no DD transition is there, the compound is going to be colorless. Okay, so this point we have to keep in our mind. Now second, all paired electrons. Okay, here what I will write is unpaired electrons. If unpaired electrons are present, they will lead to DD transition. Okay, and then if it is DD transition, the compound is going to be colored. Now, if we want to solve this particular question, we will have to find out whether in each of the combination they have unpaired electron or not, or paired electron or not. Fine. Now, to solve this, I have started with this, that I have written here all the four complexes. See, first complex, second, third, fourth. Okay. Now, Cu when it is in ground state. Okay, when Cu is in ground state, it is having 29 atomic number. We know it is having electronic configuration as Ar 3d10 4s1. We will calculate the oxidation state of copper in this compound. It is +1. Okay, so Cu +1. Now what would be the electronic configuration? It is going to be Ar 3d10 because one electron has been lost. So now just see 10 electrons are there. So if we fill these electrons in the 5 boxes of D orbital, what will happen? All electrons are paired, isn't it? Now, just now I gave you hint, when all electrons are paired, when all paired electrons are there, no DD transition, compound will be colorless. So, for the time being, we concluded that Cu2Cl2, this compound is going to be colorless. Okay, now let us, this we have done. Now we would start with second complex. Okay, now nickel is having atomic number as 28. So electronic configuration is what, students? It is Ar 3d8 4s2. Okay, I'm very sorry for the disturbance as a background. Yes, now nickel atomic, we will find out the oxidation state. X minus 4 is equal to minus 2, X is equal to plus 2. So nickel plus 2 would be having electronic configuration as 3d8. Okay, now in this case 3d8, let us try to represent it in the form of how we will provide them position in the D orbital. Let us see that. So 8 are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, isn't it? Just make a note of it. 1 and 2, it is having 2 unpaired electron, isn't it? If it is having 2 unpaired electron, means DD transition. See, unpaired electron is there, DD transition is there, and compound is going to be colored. Okay, so second complex is over, first is over. Now we will see the third one. Okay, now in third case, titanium is having atomic number as 22. So it is Ar 3d2 4s2. Oxidation state of titanium we will find out. It is X minus 6 is equal to minus 2, X is equal to plus 4. Okay, so Ti plus 4 will be having electronic configuration as argon. Now it is 4 is written. Okay, when it is 4, what does it mean? 2 electron will be lost from here, 2 electron will be lost from here, so 3d 0. Now it is not having electrons only, isn't it? So no electrons are present, isn't it? No electrons are present. So I'll just underline this. No electrons are present. So what is going to happen if no electrons are present? Let us move on to the, if no electrons are there, okay, means there would be no DD transition. No DD transition, and compound is going to be colorless. Okay, compound is going to be colorless. Now let us go to the last complex. Here what is happening? Cobalt is having 27 atomic number. So it is argon 3d7 4s2. Okay, now what is the oxidation state of CO in this compound? X minus 6 is equal to minus 3, X is equal to plus 3. So CO plus 3 will be argon 3d 4s. See, it is plus 3, so 2 gone from here and 1 from here, so 3d 6. Now let us provide the position to the electrons in d orbital. Okay, so it is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yes, we can see that 1 2 3 4. What is happening here? There is presence of unpaired electron. Okay, and if unpaired electrons are there, what will happen? There will be DD transition and the compound is going to be colored. Okay, now our question is, which is colorless species? Which is colorless species? So using the concept of DD transition, we came to know that it is the first compound, that is Cu2Cl2. Okay, and yes, TiF6 minus 2. These two complexes are colorless. Okay, I hope you have understood the concept that it is having all electrons paired. Okay, so no DD transition. There is no DD transition. In this case also, it is 3d0. No electrons are there. So from where the DD transition will happen? Okay, so the first and third complex. So let us see in this case. Yes, we are having B as the answer. Here we have second question with us. Which one of the following is an inner orbital complex as well as diamagnetic in nature? Now, students, please remember the meaning of inner orbital complex would be that d orbital. Okay, inner d orbital used, okay, in hybridization. Fine. So let us see in which of these complexes inner d orbital is used in the hybridization. This we will find out. And next is diamagnetic. Diamagnetic means what? Diamagnetic means there is repulsion when it is kept in the magnetic field. Now meaning of diamagnetic, how we will check whether it is diamagnetic or not. It is diamagnetic when all electrons are paired. Okay, so it means from these four options 1 2 3 4 we have to find out the hybridization, and when we will find out the hybridization we would be able to answer that whether the inner d orbitals are used or not and whether all electrons are paired or not. Okay, so I begin with the first example, and the first example what they have given is ZnNH3 6. Okay, we begin with this particular example first. Now here zinc is having oxidation state as this is a neutral ligand, so 0 is equal to plus 2, X is equal to plus 2. Okay, so zinc plus 2 would be argon 3d10 4s0. Why I have written this 4s0? Because zinc in the solid state, okay, in ground state it is argon 3d10 4s2. Atomic number is 30. Okay, so when I say Zn plus 2, these two electrons are lost and hence it is 3d10. Now students, what is the meaning of this 3d10? We have studied in the previous question also. When it is 3d10, all the electrons are paired, isn't it? All electrons are paired. Now if all electrons are paired, okay, what will happen if all electrons are paired? Means these orbitals, can it be used for the formation of complex for the formation of inner orbital complex? No, it cannot be used. So we will have to move to the next shell, that is 4s and 4p. Now, so this is 4p, and after 4p we are having 4d. Now, zinc. How many ammonia molecules are there? Ammonia molecules are 6. So we need 6 boxes. Okay, so in order to have 6 boxes, 1 2 3 4, okay, this is p orbital, so this is not there. 1 2 3 4 5 6, so it means sp3d2 hybridization would be there, and in this case it is going to be an outer complex. Okay, it is going to be outermost complex. So in this particular example we came to know that this complex hexaamine zinc 2 ion, here this type of hybridization will take place, and it is outer orbital complex. Okay, but what we have to find out? We have to find out that which one of the example is inner orbital and diamagnetic. Okay, now here we came to know it is outer orbital complex. Let us see whether it is diamagnetic or paramagnetic. Have a look at this. All electrons are paired. It means it is diamagnetic. But students, this is not our answer. A option is not our answer, because our answer has to be inner orbital complex and diamagnetic. Okay, now let us move on to the next example and see whether we are getting correct answer or not for second option. Second option I copy from the question over here. It is this example. Okay, now chromium. Chromium is, we are going to write, it is x plus 0 is equal to plus 2, x is equal to plus 2. Okay, now chromium 24 electronic configuration is argon 3d 4 4s 2. Okay, but if it is Cr plus 3, it is, I'm sorry, it is 3. Okay, Cr plus 3. So what will be the electronic configuration now? Ar 3d 3 plus is there, no? 2 electron from here will be lost, 1 from here it will be lost. It will be 3d 3. Okay, now if it is 3d 3, it means in the d orbital, okay, how many electrons will be there? There will be 1 2 3. Okay, this is 3d. After 3d we are having 4s. After 4s we are having 4p. Okay, now how many ammonia molecules are there? There are 6 ammonia molecules. Now what will happen is 6, no? So there is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now in this case, students, the inner orbital is used. Okay, the inner orbital is used, and hence there is a chance that we can say that here d to sp3 hybridization will take place. So, and the inner d orbitals are used, 1 and 2. So this is inner orbital complex. Okay, this is inner orbital complex, and it is paramagnetic in nature. Why, students, paramagnetic? Because there are unpaired electrons. Okay, but what is our question? Our question is, it has to be inner orbital and it has to be diamagnetic. So let us go for the third option, that is C option. Now in the C option, I copy the question. As C option we are having CO NH3 6 and 3 plus. Okay, now in this case cobalt x plus 0 is equal to plus 3. So CO plus 3 is having electronic configuration as Ar. It is, otherwise it is 3d7 4s2. Okay, now it will be 3d6 4s0. So it means that in the d orbital, okay, 1 2 3 4 5, that is 3d, how many electrons are there? 6 electrons are there. Okay, So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons are there. Now ammonia is a strong ligand. Ammonia is a strong ligand, because of which there would be pairing of electrons. Okay, so electrons will shift over here. Fine, it means what is going to happen at the end is we will be getting shifting of electrons. Okay, so this electron will shift over here and this will shift over here. So I write here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is 3D, and here 4s is empty and 4p is over here. Okay, now just see, we need how many boxes? We need 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fine. So hybridization would be D2sp3. Now it is definitely an example of inner orbital complex. Okay, it is inner orbital complex, and all the electrons are paired. So yes, it is diamagnetic in nature. Okay, so I think this option C is applicable for our correct answer. It is inner orbital complex. Okay, and it is diamagnetic also. So here we have another question. Which of the following will exhibit maximum ionic conductivity? Students, they are actually asking that which particular complex will form maximum ions. If maximum ions are there, those ions will have more conductivity. Okay, so what we have to do is K4, okay, A option. On adding water into it in aqueous medium, it will give 4K plus, okay, plus FeCN6 minus 1. Fine. Now in this case we are getting this ions. Understood? Now in the next case, if you see second, we are having CONH3 6. Fine. This 3 charge will come here, plus 3Cl minus. Okay, similarly for C also we will do, it is CuNH3 4. This 2 will come up, so plus 2 and plus 2Cl minus. Okay, now we'll go for D. Okay, the last one, it is Ni. It is a neutral molecule. It will not undergo dissociation. It is just molecule in this way. Now let us see how many particles are there. Okay, if you see over here, there are 4 positive cations. Okay, 4 positive ions and 1 anion. So what we will do is 4 and 1, there are 5 ions. Okay, just see this. Now there is 1 and here is 3, so we have 4. Now here is 1, here is 2, 3, one molecule. Now if you see the number of ions which are produced in each of the complex on adding water to it, we are having maximum in case of the first complex. Okay, hence our answer would be the first complex will have maximum ionic conductivity, because on adding water to it, it is producing maximum number of